Florida State's student media outlets give aspiring journalists and broadcasters the chance to find their voice at a young age. For one former student, that voice landed him at the worldwide leader in sports.
Winning ways. He's Chavez. I'm Ariya Massoudi.
Ariya Massoudi didn't arrive at FSU thinking he would one day work for ESPN. In fact, at first, his intended career path looked very different.
I came to Florida State as a biology major, thinking I was going to medical school. My family really passionate about me becoming a doctor. I think I realized halfway through college that that wasn't really my passion. Sports had always been my passion, and I think the next best thing when you're not a professional athlete is to find a way to be a broadcaster, and that was kind of where that sparked.
After changing his major to digital media and production during his sophomore year, Massoudi took action. He threw himself into every opportunity he could find at FSU.
I think also the fact that he was involved in so many things while he was a student here showed how committed he was to learning as much as possible. It wasn't just in class, it was Seminole Productions, it was FSView, it was V89. Anything Ariya could be involved in, he was involved in.
From the FSView and V89 sports to advanced feature reporting in Seminole Productions, Massoudi was building the foundation that would shape his career.
His timing was really good with us taking on new ventures and starting to do live broadcasting. So it kind of worked out to being perfect as far as having somebody that's very hungry, that's very knowledgeable with sports, very hardworking, with a strong journalism background.
It didn't take long for those around Massoudi to realize this wasn't just another ordinary student chasing a dream.
We had a need to have somebody do play-by-play for soccer. He expressed interest and he got in there, was very well prepared, knew the game, knew how to call soccer. And so at that point, that's when I was like, wow, I really think he has a future in this.
What few knew at the time was that that future included big-time moments and stories Massoudi still carries with him.
You know, one of my favorite memories as a broadcaster is I was actually 1 year out of Florida State. I was like 23 years old. Florida State reschedules a football game. Well, they had a streak of something like 30 years in a row that they had made a bowl game, and it was in jeopardy. And so they schedule a game against Louisiana Monroe, and Odell Hagen's interim head coach for that game, they let him know like the night before the game that he's going to be the interim head coach. And he's the first African-American coach in Florida State history, gets the win. I'm sideline reporter for that game.
Is standing by with Odell Hagens. Ariya, take it away.
All right, a big victory for Florida State and Odell. With everything that went on this week, what was the message to the team before the game, and how'd you keep them motivated?
We are a family, you know, and that's the thing about it.
Man, pretty special moment for me as a young reporter at the time and a young broadcaster, but that taught me to be ready for anything and to really stay on your toes.
From student features to big-time sideline interviews and major Florida State moments, Massoudi's career was built one rep at a time.
For students hoping to follow a similar career path, Massoudi's journey shows that the road to companies like ESPN doesn't start under the brightest lights. It starts in the classroom and in student media.
This university gave me a ton. It believed in me when no one else did and gave me my first opportunities. I wouldn't be at ESPN without Florida State giving me an opportunity, whether that's with the radio network, whether that's Kirby and Tim giving me opportunities with Seminole Sports Magazine, Advanced Feature, Seminole Productions, live events here. I don't get to where I'm going unless Florida State believed in me.
Ariya Massoudi paved his road to ESPN through opportunities at FSU, and just like the Seminoles, he's still climbing.
I'm Ariya Massoudi, saying have a great rest of your night.
I'm Cole Kruger, reporting.